No, but what I was gonna say is some information people deem so sensitive that they don't like always disclose. And the main reason why I say that is, you know how those some people, they may have had a history with like sexual abuse, right? And they're past. Like some people find it very hard to like disclose that information to whoever their partner is. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're like being dishonest or anything like that. It just means that there's, I guess, certain safeguards up that they have for themselves that sometimes it's hard to like allow other people in with that particular information. So that's kind of why I wanted to add to that point that you were making, that it's some information that's just it's classified different, I guess.
Absolutely. And I agree. That's why I also was very intentional about with my response of saying someone that I'm coming to the point of choosing to spend the rest of my life with, of choosing to commit to. Again, it's different. It's levels to everything. Yeah. So I agree. You know, if you're just dating someone and if the topic doesn't necessarily come up, and if you're not quite ready to discuss something that happened, some sort of sexual abuse that may have happened to you in your past, and you're still at the early stages of just getting to know a person, I completely understand. However, something as sensitive as that, and you're talking about wanting to move forward in life with a person, that's something, I don't care how classified it is, it still needs to be discussed, because your new partner, they need to be aware of what they could possibly be getting themselves into, such as what triggers, I hate to use that term, but maybe what triggers you may have. What do you have nightmares? Are there certain ways of touching you that they need to not do? Are there certain words and maybe coming on to you that just doesn't work with you because of what you've gone through? So your partner needs to know. But again, there are levels to it.
Yeah.
But that is something that a person needs to know. And this is the thing, in my opinion, if a person isn't ready to talk about that, of course, again, and deeper into a relationship where you're possibly considering marrying the person, if a person is still not ready to talk about that, then they haven't healed from it. They still need to do some work. And is it right? Is it time for them to get into this relationship? Like, is it the right time? Because for most people, once they've gone through that healing journey and have kind of dealt with those issues and that trauma, then they tend to be open to discussing it, still within, a confidant or, the right type of audience or whatever. So you still have to think about that too. Well, if you're not ready to talk about it, are you ready to get into something serious?
Yeah, I have a varying opinion about that, but yeah.
So if you were getting married and your wife, your potential wife was had that dealt with that before, that sexual trauma, you would not want to know, period? You wouldn't want her to tell you?
I mean, yes, I would, but in the same degree, you gotta look at it like this.